Come on in. Hello, beautiful human beings. Yes. It's time for a cup of positivity with the side of possibilities. Yes, yes. Got my chocolate. You already know. Getting my tea, and it is time to go in. I am excited. It is day 3, and we are covering today actions in the 3 days of thanks acronym. Yes. Hi, how are you? Come on in, grab your favorite beverage, hot or cold. This is my favorite time of the day. I always say this is why I chose to be with you guys every day at 3 o'clock. Because I have my tea for energy, and I come from my walk and my mind is refreshed and I'm ready to get some work done, right? And I am ready to share with you all what the action steps are for the acronym of 3 days of thanks. So we're going for the letter A, which is action. And I am very excited to hone in with you all about what action really means. How's everyone's day going today? How is everyone doing? It is Thursday. We're almost to the weekend. Y'all know I gotta get my chocolate every day. Chocolate makes me happy. Thank you, son. Awesome. So the 3 days of thanks, we've been having this conversation for a couple of days now, and I covered the T, which is the thought process. I covered the H, which yesterday was one of my favorite, and which I think it's, I'm going to say that about all of them. It's one of the important ones. Habits. Habits is crucial to everything, not only weight loss, dieting, finances, everything. But that was yesterday's, right? Today is action. What does it matter if you have a good thought process? What does it matter if you know about new habits? But if you don't put them into practice and you don't put the action steps, it doesn't matter what you know, right? They say knowledge is power, but it's the action of knowledge that is power. I'm on Instagram Live and I'm on Facebook Live. So if you guys see me coming over here and over here, that's why. So I'm learning to grow my Instagram followers. My 15-year-old son is teaching me all about Instagram, that and podcasts. Just found out about Reels, and it's amazing how you can grow your business and work from home just by using the tools on social media. So today is about the action steps, and I love it because every letter in the acronym thanks is important. That's why I created the acronym, and that is why it's a whole 6-step principle that allowed me to be able to lose 120 pounds on my way to losing 200 and keep it off. But it didn't only transform me physically with my weight. It transformed my thought process, the habits I create, the habits I broke, the action of, like, I go every single day on a run at 1 o'clock. That's my time to stop work, whatever I'm doing, and I go clear my mind. It also, allowed me to change my nutritional habits, to eating healthier, to having more energy. It allowed me to get closer with God and my spirituality, to be able to have a connection with God. So that is why the thanks acronym is so important to me, and I want to share it with the world. It really works. It works. I've been practicing this for years. I've kept the weight off, and every year, every month, every day, I grow into my full potential. So let's get with the action. What does it mean to be action? In action. In movement, right? Look it up. It's a verb, right? So what is it about taking action that allows us to change our thought process, our habits, our exercise, our nutrition, our knowledge and our spirituality. Like I said before, if we don't take action, nothing happens, right? So how I set myself up to take actions ties into what we spoke about yesterday with habits. I created habits to make sure I stay in action. The habit I created to go for a run at 1 o'clock, my thought process, I don't dread it. The habit I created for going for a run, it's in my calendar as pink flamingo, beautiful color highlighted, makes me happy when I think about it. I look forward to doing it versus, oh, I gotta go get these miles in. Oh, I gotta go to the treadmill. Oh, no. Now it's like I deserve to get a break and go and clear my mind in the beautiful air. Whether it's hot, whether it's cold, whether it's freezing temperature. Right now it's perfect. It's not that cold. I can imagine when it gets colder, I'm still going to be out there because we need to get out the house. Working from home, I don't know how many can relate out there who are working from home right now. And we need to get out the house sometimes. Like even when I come, usually I'm in sports clothes because I work and then I go out for the run, right? So I already have my sports clothes attire. So that's a less excuse that I have for not going for a run. I have my clothes out the day before, right? So these are the steps, the small action steps that are leading up to the actual action that leads to the actual habit. The habit is formed by the moments that I put it in my calendar in that pink flamingo, and I put it, and I say, when I put it in my calendar, it says, go for a run, clear my mind. And that feels good to me. I don't know about you, but the fact that I get to go for a run and clear my mind, that makes me want to just run and go do it. Like if I'm at work, if I'm working from home and I'm working on a PDF or I'm working on a content or I'm working on some podcast material, whatever I'm working on, that is a lot of brain power, right? So, and sitting on a chair all day and just, a lot of times we can pick up bad habits of how we eat, right? At around our desk, what kind of snacks we have available and stuff like that. But after a while, we just need to get up. So when I see that on my calendar that says, go clear your mind, I'm excited. I'm like, yeah, I'm out. It's like when you're at work and you know it's going to be lunchtime at 1 o'clock, right? I have my lunch at 12. Gives me more than enough time to digest whatever it is that I ate. And at 1 o'clock, I'm able to go for that run. Also keeps me mindful, right, of what I'm going to eat for lunch so that I know that I got to go take that run. I'm not going to have a cheeseburger and french fries and, you know, a whole bunch of baked macaroni and cheese or whatever. So whatever I'm having is light enough and it's going to help me, fuel me to go on my run. So that was the first action step, putting it in my calendar. So it reminds me half an hour before. I get excited, I get lit up, but get this. If I didn't have my clothes on already, I always take them out, even if it's hard now because I'm home and I usually don't dress in a suit and work clothes unless I have like a Zoom meeting, and I don't know about you, but it's like from here up, I'll have my blazer, you know, and still in all, just take out the cute outfit. I love to buy cute outfits. It's a little bit insane because I'm losing so much weight and the sizes keep getting smaller. So like I'm paying $40-50 for these beautiful leggings, and they're really, you know, when you're a big girl, you got to keep it all together. And they have pockets, and then they just start falling off of me, and I'm like, I got to get new ones. But I still treat myself to an outfit, right? And I get excited about wearing this cute outfit and going running. And it's not to impress anybody. I go running and there's no one around where I'm going running. I eliminated the fact that I used to always be like, oh, I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to go to, you know, this great park around like 10-15 minutes away. No, listen, I live where I live, and there's a great park, and there's a great path, trail. I go, I take it. I have a little routine. I might start switching up my routine because I do have like that mindset of, gotta be careful. I'm from New York, so in New York they teach us you don't go the same way you came back from. It's just that's a mindset. But I might switch it up next week, but for this week I've been taking the same route. I've been going through my neighborhood park, going through the park, going through the trail, going around, and I'm excited because the action that I took was putting it in my calendar, right? Taking out my clothes, getting myself a cute outfit, and letting myself know that I'm going to clear my mind. I'm doing something I deserve. I'm doing something that, what is it that I get gratification out of? Remember we talked about that yesterday, about the habits. It's something that you get a gratification, an instant gratification, which is why we usually choose bad habits versus good habits that have the long-term gratification, because usually some naughty habits have a short-term gratification. So I start envisioning and I start thinking, I'm already getting hyped up. It's just like, you know, when you're going to go on a vacation and you buy the ticket and you're like, I'm going to Florida, I'm going to Jamaica, and you start purchasing things for you. This cute. You buy like 4. Don't lie to me, because I know you. I know you. You buy like 4 bathing suits, and you end up have to wearing 2 in one day just to get them all in. But you start preparing and you start getting excited, and your mind is on your vacation. It's in the future, and you're sitting here in the present, right? So the same thing with my action of me doing my afternoon routine run. Now, mind you, because we're talking about the 3 days of thanks. And the 3 days of thanks, it's a beginning process of unbecoming and slowly integrating these things. Now, when I say run, do not get it twisted. Your girl does not run. Let's get it right. The apps doesn't say fast walk, run 5 minutes, walk, you know. That's what I do. Okay? I start treading, and next thing you know, I mean, I push myself because I do have a goal to be able to accomplish running straight for 5 miles, a 5K, which is 3 miles, by the way, just in case, FYI. And I started with taking a walk. And when my knee gave out, I was so, like, really devastated, if you want to be dramatic. But I was really, not even like saying the word stress, but I was bummed out because I started getting into a routine, and then my knee got injured and I had to stop altogether. And I just got back on the horse, so to speak, right now. But because of the habit that I had created, because of the action that I had taken, the initiative, and it was in my calendar for infinity and beyond, right? I was able to get back into it like this, right? I was able to go and start the walk because I have remember, I put it in my calendar. I put something beautiful and inspiring on my calendar. I created a feeling. I created a desire. I created a self-worth. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Then I put on my outfit and I go and I step out. I have this cool app that I use. I'm switching to another app, but there's a lot of apps out there. I like because everybody doesn't have an iPhone. Everybody doesn't have a Samsung. I have Samsung, Team Samsung. No, I have S Health. But a lot of my community and in my challenges, we use the Adidas Run app because it's for everybody. People who have iPhone, people who have S Health, so we all use the Adidas Run. What I love about that app is if you're in a challenge or you're in a community of people who you're doing this with, you acquire points, and every time you run, it notifies, just like when you go on Facebook Live, it notifies people the people in your challenge that you're running. and they get to cheer you on. They get to encourage you. They get to send little, when they hit a button, they'll be clapping. Or there's this really funny one that goes, I like it. I like that one. And there's one that says, go, go, go. And that's what I'm talking about, the action, right? The whole action in your brain, I'm pretty sure was, oh, exercise. Everybody's like, makes that when I hear workout. The word work. The word itself, like when my husband says, you're going to work out today, I'm like, I look at him with an attitude. Like, oh, because I know he works me out. Like, he does not play no games when it comes to a workout. Like me, I'll be playing games. I'll be making it fun. I'll be stopping 10 million times. You know, I'll be fixing myself, taking a selfie. Yes, you know, because it's not even about taking the selfie. It's about you feel good. You feel accomplished. You know, how many people, the average person, the average woman, the average whatever, doesn't do that. Right? And so people look at me weird when I'm running around my neighborhood, because in the neighborhood I'm from, nobody's running around unless they're running from the police. Or their mom with the chancleta coming out the back porch ready to beat your butt because you acting up. So the action becomes sexy. Just like we'll talk about that tomorrow, about the nutrition. When you do your food, make it look sexy, appetizing. You eat with your eyes, right? But we'll talk about that tomorrow. I want to get ahead of you, ahead of the game here. We're talking about actions. Make the actions in your mind. Make the actions of you actually going out, freeing your mind, clearing. And what I also add to it that I love, love, love when I go running every day at 1 o'clock is my podcast. That is my time that I get to listen to my favorite podcast or any podcast that I want to listen to because I'm running. And I am really intentionally listening to this. I don't like to do my auto books too much because I'm a note taker, and I love writing in my journal while I'm reading my book, while I'm doing my workbook. Most of the books I read now, they have a workbook to it, like the book I'm reading now. This book is awesome. Atomic Habits. This is my 90-day plan. I'm reading this along with my journal of it and the workbook. The workbook has the questions. The journal actually... you get to graph out what is it that you want to, what old habits you have and what new habits and stuff of that nature. So I don't really do too much listening to books when I'm on the go because most of my books are workbooks. But the podcast, that's a great, I don't really do the music thing. Unless I'm like, I have my routine in the morning and I'm doing my music thing in the morning. That's different, you know, but whatever floats your boat, make it yours, make it enjoyable, make it sexy. Put it on your calendar in flamingo pink. Make it look enjoyable. Your calendar does not have to terrify you, and it's not things that you have to do. Remember, yesterday we spoke about habits. It's not something you have to do. It's something you get to do. You deserve it. Right? So we deserve to go running every day. I deserve to go running every day at 1 o'clock. I love it. I have a friend, she loves to dance every day at 1 o'clock. You know? Just get active. Just get yourself in action. And get yourself psyched up. Just like you would about that vacation that you're going to. Get yourself psyched up every day about that. And know that it's something you deserve. And if you want to think about it in the form of habits, this is why I'm saying I love this THA.N.K.S acronym. Everything goes back. The action goes back to the habits. That goes back to the thought process. The habit, you create it. But you got to think. The thoughts that you're creating this habit is, I deserve. What are the benefits I'm going to get out of going running? Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about the benefits of the benefits. So the benefit of the action is you're creating this feeling of empowerment. You're feeling empowered because you know you're going to go free your mind. You know you're going to go dance. You know you're going to go to the gym and do that Zumba class or do that yoga class or run that treadmill. Whatever it is, make it enjoyable. Listen, I do 2 workouts a day. The one that I enjoy is the one I go walking. The one with my husband is the one I go to work. And let me tell you, and even that one, I'm changing my mindset. I used to cry and whine, like literally cry and whine. If my son hears me, he'll be like, yeah. And I switched up my mindset of, you know what? No, I'm getting stronger. I'm getting stronger. And that's what I'm saying for us to do in the action steps. What are the benefits of going for this run? What are the benefits of going for this workout? What are the benefits of walking out of my office and taking the steps, going up and down the steps, walking around the block? If you're still in the office, if you're in a hospital, whatever it's setting, if you're at home, just get the hay out the house, you know? And what are the benefits? What are the benefits? Because remember, habits, if you're just lazy and you want to sit down and watch TV, or you rather scroll through, take a break and scroll through your social media, there's no benefit in that, right? But if you think about, if I get up and do exercise, what are the benefits? Okay, immediate gratification. We're not talking about long term. That comes after. That's the benefit after. Immediate gratification is my blood is going to flow. Hey, it's gonna flow. Meaning my brain is gonna flow. My creativity is gonna flow. I'm gonna be more productive. Whatever I do after my run, whether it's getting back to work, whether it's working on my own label, working on my own logo, working on my book, working from home, for anything, coming home to do chores in the house. If you're a housewife and you got laundry, you're gonna be more energized, more productive, have more mind clarity, and that's gonna lead to the long-term benefit. So you're gonna get, that's the immediate gratification. Then you're gonna get the long-term gratification is you're gonna shed some pounds, you're gonna get stronger, you're gonna get faster, and because you have more mind clarity, more blood flow, and you're more productive, you're going to get better work done. Your boss is going to love you. You're going to get that raise. You're going to get that position. Your book is going to get published faster. Your PDF is going to get out the door, right? You are going to be flowing. That's the gratification. That's the mindset you have to put yourself in. That's the mindset you deserve to put yourself in. That's the mindset that you get to put yourself in. That's the thoughts that you get to encrypt inside of your brain from the back to the front. Right? You put it here in the back so that it can come to the front. And what's going to make it come to the front is when you see that alarm go off on your phone and it says, free your mind and the rest will follow. Hey, you get to go run and free your mind. I'm out. Let's go. I'm all about that life. That's the action. That's the first action you get to create. Nothing else. You don't want to go run? Like I said, do anything else. Just get out there. If you're in the office, I know every office, everybody by law, y'all get 20, 30 minutes to eat. You do. You do. If you don't spend the time going across the street to the Cucci Frito and getting some fast food, and you pack your lunch and you get something that's not full of carbs and grease, it's going to weigh you down, you're going to have the energy and the time to do it. It's a decision that you really deserve to make for yourself. Because this is the question you have to ask yourself. The question you have to ask yourself is, if what I'm doing right now, what is it doing for me? What is it serving me, right? What is it getting me? What's the goal? What's the end result of doing what we're doing, right? We've been doing it our whole lives. I'm 39 years old. My whole life I have not been active. Right? Just started doing this, being really legitimately active lifestyle. I changed my eating habits, and I lost the weight solely for nutrition. My first 87 pounds was solely nutrition. I didn't work out. I just just changed all the way how I ate. I didn't have no weight loss surgery, nothing like that. I just switched up the things I was eating, the things I was drinking, and I lost 87 pounds. But I was stuck there last year, and the needle was not moving. And my coach had a serious conversation with me and said, you're not in action. It's not going to move until you move. 120 pounds forward, on my way to 200. And I had to struggle and do it the hard way. But then I got to understanding that this is a journey. And I know people may have their different opinions about what a journey. Nobody wants to go on a journey. All this crap about the word journey. But you know what? I get to enjoy. This is a beautiful journey. This is a beautiful process because you can't fight the process. Listen, there's a book by Archbishop Duncan Williams. Shout out to my Archbishop Duncan Williams in Action Chapel, Ghana, Africa. The book that he wrote is called Don't Fight the Process. And my gosh, did that book really blow my mind. And it's a very small book, but it really was impactful. When at the end of the day, you can't fight the process. You can't fight the process. You can't hide from the process. You can't delay the process. You cannot avoid the process. You can't fast forward the process. Yo, the process is the process. And the funny thing about the process is if you don't grow instead of go, you want to speed. Okay, I'm going to go through the process, Francisca. I'm going to go through the process. Okay. But you want to speed it up. I know. You ain't fooling nobody, girl. I know. You want to take the easy route. I know. That's why a lot of people do cosmetic surgery and go and visit Dr. Miami to take the easy way out. Regardless to anything, whether you've had surgery for cosmetic reasons or if you had surgery for health reasons, anybody who I know who's had surgeries, both, because I have family members, I have dear friends who have done both surgeries, the gastro and the cosmetic. They still have to go through the process. Or they end up gaining the weight back, getting very ill, side effects, things of that nature. Because at the end of the day, the thanks system is the system. Their thought process still has to change. Their habits still have to change. They still need to have action and activity. They still need to eat right. They still need to gain knowledge. And they still need a connection with the divine creator. So, you want to skip the process, rush the process, whatever it is you want to do. Fact of the matter is, whatever you don't pick up, God tells you, go back. You left some stuff behind that I need you to go pick up. Like your thoughts, your habits, your actions, your nutrition, some knowledge, and some, kind of connection with me, the creator, your God. Hello, the one that made you. It is what it is, man. You can't fight it. You can't. So make it fun. And instead of fighting it and resisting it, you got to think about what is it that you're resisting. Ask yourself, what is it that I am really and truly resisting? Right? And be honest with yourself. It's you and you in the mirror. It's you and you. This is not for nobody else but you. It's not for nobody else's life but yours. What are the long term? You know that every hour of exercise that you do, you're gaining years. Every pound that you lose, you're gaining years. Literally, I have a body scanner. And every time I lose a pound, I lose a year. The years on my body scanner, I say, no way. I'm stressed out about turning 40 next year, and this damn scanner says I'm 62. The fact of the matter is that enjoying the process, enjoying the journey, embracing it, loving yourself enough to just enjoy the learning process. Enjoy learning every caveat that you can. If you try to bulldoze your way through it, it's no fun. It's no fun. It's no fun. There's nowhere to get. Everybody's rushing to get somewhere. Success is not a place. It's not somewhere you get. It's something you are. Like, yes, I have goals. Yes, there's a number I want to attain. Yes, there's a size I want to attain. Of course, we all do. But I am damn proud of where I'm at right now. I am whole and complete just the way I am right now, right here. You see, the action that we have to take, action that we deserve to take. I told y'all I'm working on language. The action that we deserve to take is the action of unbecoming everything that the world just threw up on you. I spoke about that on the thoughts process, right? That is what we get to do first. And that's the longest process. The longest. Pastor T.H.A. Roberts talks about that in his sermon Consistency. That is a fire, Holy Ghost fire sermon. Go check it out. It's a 2-part sermon. And he talks about unbecoming. You have to unbecome first in order to then step into who you were created to be and start becoming. See, like my coaches, in my coaching programs, the coaches teach of you know, who do you have to be? Like, who is it that you get to be in the process of who you want to be? Now, I know some of y'all didn't get that, so I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. Who do you get to be in the process of becoming who you were created to be? Right? So the person that I envision myself being is the person that is, let me see how much, 80 pounds less, 4 or 5 sizes less, 10 times stronger, 10 times more excited about life, 10 times more income. Why not? And if that's the person who I envision myself being, and I get to create her, I get to have the power in me to create my own life, and know that this is possible, then who do I have to start walking like in order to become that? Right? So it's just like basketball. I mean, athletes are amazing people because they're so disciplined, but they're also coachable. I ain't never meet not one. Show me one athlete, whether he was a star athlete or a bum athlete or average athlete or a horrible athlete, he still had a coach. Oprah has a coach. Jennifer Lopez has coaches. Oprah has 8. No one makes it without a coach. If you're telling yourself that you want to do it on your own, that's pride. And we spoke about that. Pride is not of God. That is what got Lucifer kicked out of the heavens. So if you got an issue with pride, you better think about that. He got kicked out because of that demon pride. And it comes with a lot of stuff. So that's going to be for spirituality. I'm going to leave that one right there. You want to have coaches because they see your blind spots. As an athlete, they have coaches because it's like when Mr. Miyagi, the Karate Kid, I know I'm dating myself, the original Karate Kid, not the one with Will Smith's son. He did a good job on that, though. He really did. He brought a whole nother, I loved it. But the original movie Karate Kid, and even in the remake, because they just, they replicated it. he said, wax on, wax off. And this kid was stressed out about waxing on and waxing off. And he was like, I want to learn karate. And he got tight. Was like, I'm not doing this wax off. Well, you just got me doing chores. And in his mind, he created a story. And this is a story that you're probably creating right now. I'm not going to hire a coach because all they want is my money. I could do it on my own. Okay. Not a problem. That's fine. You definitely can. Do you know that the coach is not the one that wins? Mr. Miyagi wasn't the one winning. He was coaching Daniel's son. Right? And Daniel's son didn't even realize that he was being taught karate because he was waxing on and waxing off. But then when he told him, go ahead, wax on, wax off. When he went to go hit him, he was blocking. So it's like the football players that they got them running through the tires. They don't run through the tires when they're on the field playing foosball, right? Basketball players don't do suicides up and down the court when they're playing basketball. It gets them stronger, the endurance, so that they can play the best game that they can play because they're the star. They're the star. The coach is just there to have your back. That's what a coach is. A person, a team of people who have your back. Because you can't see everything, honey child, baby girl. When you out there on the court playing, the coach got to say, come on in. Why? Look at the sports. Why do coaches do that? They sit there and they talk to their team. Hey, listen, your left foot is moving this way. And I need you to pivot this way. And then your pinky's holding the basketball this way. I need you to hold it that way. I need you to roll this way. But who does the action? Not the coach. The coach teaches the action step to the player, and the player is the one that slam dunks and brings it home. That's why I love coaching. But I also love playing on the court, so that's why I have my own coaches as well. That is what the coaching program is made for. That is the gratification of a coach. There's no money in the world that can take that away from a coach. You can pay me $1,000 billion trillion and it won't mean nothing until I see you win. Now, the day I see you win, that's freaking priceless. That's amazing. That's what it's all about. That's why I love the work I do. That's why I love sharing about 3 days of thanks. That's why I love the acronym thanks and the program, and I believe in it because I know that it works. It works. And what it's designed to do is have a real lifelong transformation breakthrough. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle. For the rest of your life, you're going to be healthy. For the rest of your life, you're going to love working out. For the rest of your life, you're going to take action for your life. Not just your health and your eating habits and your diet, but in all your habits and your finances. You're going to use these techniques in your finances. You're going to use these techniques in your spirituality. You're going to use these techniques in your job. You're going to use these techniques as a wife, as a mother. You're going to kick butt all the way around. You're going to live life powerfully. You're going to live life embracing your self-expression. You're going to live life with a peace of mind, playing full out, living a full expressed life. You're going to have better relationships. You're going to have better communication. You're going to have peace of mind with the 3 days of thanks. And just 3 days. Those are just 3 days. I'm doing it for 3 days free of charge. There's no fee. This is just intense. Going into it, you get one-on-one. You get a PDF. You get videos of each, just like I'm doing on today, introducing it and going through each acronym. But we go more deeper. And like I'm talking about action here, but actually on the video and in the program, you get simple. And I'm talking about simple. That there are such simple exercises that when my husband was first training me, I was like, Like, I thought I was the hottest thing since apple pie. You couldn't tell me nothing. Oh, jumping jacks. And he said, do 25. I said, I could do 25. So I did 25, right? He was like, okay, now do it again 5 times. And that's simple. They teach us how to do jumping jacks in kindergarten. Come on now. It's simple. The simplest exercise, I did it today for 10 minutes. I took 10 minutes out my day. I had 10 minutes between 11 o'clock. I had to do something, and it was like 10:45, 10:40, 10:30, something like that. I know I had exactly 10 minutes. I love my watch. Listen, best investment I ever did. I probably don't know how to use most of this stuff on this watch, but I know how to use the timer. And I love the timer. I put it on. I have a game. I know maybe I'm the only one, but I know many of us who ever I know Lisi did this with me the other day. You put the timer on the microwave and you try to do something real quick before the timer goes off. Like, I'll try to wash how much dishes I could wash before that, baked chicken is done, whatever. But I put a timer on my watch for 10 minutes. And I knew that I was already in my chair since maybe 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. I was sitting in my chair working. That at that time I said, okay, I can't wait till 1 o'clock to go have a run and clear my mind. I need to get some stuff going on. I got 10 minutes before my next Zoom meeting. 10 minutes. Let me tell you, those 10 minutes kicked my butt. I went into my room in 10 minutes and I did the simplest workout. I did 20 leg lifts to the side. And these are some heavy legs, let me tell you. 20 leg lifts to the side on each side, frontward, backward, the 20 push-ups. I did this thing simple with the 15-pound ball up. Like, remember in school we used to do head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. I did that with the ball. And what was the last one? Then I did some side things with the ball. Okay, simple. I got all those exercises in 10 minutes. I worked up a sweat. I kept up my endurance to keep getting strong, because when my husband gives me a 45-minute workout, I want to die. So now I did that in 10 minutes, and he would have me do that 5 times. That same little routine. So it's just starting small, but 10 minutes? Come on, we did that in 10 minutes. I came back and I was like, oh, my son, if anybody interviews or asks my son, they're gonna lock me away in the nut house, because I came out like, yeah, I did that. That's me. I amped myself up. David encouraged himself in the Bible. Let me tell you, I don't need no fans. I don't need no likes. I don't need nobody to amp me up, because I am my own cheerleader. I love myself. I'm proud of myself. I did that. I gifted myself 10 minutes of intense workout. You see, it's not the longevity of the workout. It's the intensity. I can't say that word. It's the intensity of the workout. It was intense. I gave it my all. I made sure my core, and that was it. Action. I remembered, I'm at my desk. This is something simple. At your desk, just by standing up, right? Standing up and stretching and sitting back down. And standing up and sitting back down. And you're doing that, do it 10 times fast. Simple things like that, as having a bottle of water or a bottle of whatever, and having them, if I had 2 bottles, I'd be doing this at work. Or at my other job, I was super intentional, and they still was my weights over there. I'm gonna go visit and see if I get them back. I had a little weight set in Amazon, right? And it had 5 pounds, it had 3 pounds, and I had 2 pounds, okay? And super intentional, I had those underneath my desk. I had resistant bands. I would put on my feet and I would do this. Okay? And I would do this when I was on the phone. Okay? I mean, there's a will, there's a way. Look, I keep this by my desk. It's also super good because it relieves stress. But what I found out, well, I didn't find out. My husband's a trainer and he taught me. Let me give credit where credit is due. This strengthens your wrist, right? And when we work out and we lift weights, sometimes our wrists are not strong enough. It's It's not about your arms being strong enough. It's also in the wrist, right? And also a lot of times when we're doing these, right, or we're curling or whatever we is, the wrist has, you know, has to be strong. So as I'm sitting here, I can release stress and see, what we here for Instagram. I can release stress and I'm building this here. So it's gonna help me lift. We have to lift, ladies. It's not about cardio all the time. Because you be cardio sagging and then wondering what's going on. You're losing everything, all your assets. You don't want to do cardio all the time. And let me tell you, when you lift weights, the muscle burns the fat. So definitely you also burn more fat when you do not heavy lifting, of course not, but strength training. At the end of the day, like yesterday, I was wondering why. I was thinking, maybe I'm coming up in that age of menopause. I don't know, about to call my mom. Like, I was sweating crazy last night. But I remember that only really happens to me when I do strength training. And I usually work out at night when my husband comes home for work, like around 7:30. And when I go to bed, I am still burning calories. And we'll talk about calories tomorrow, about nutrition. And what is all about burning calories and counting calories. Y'all probably think it's not important or it's annoying. But let me tell you, if you count the calories like you count your money, you know that calories is important. And we'll talk about that tomorrow. Don't miss tomorrow for nutrition. I got some good stuff. So you're burning while you're sleeping. While I was asleep, y'all, I was burning. Sweat. I was like, yo, but I wasn't hot. I was just sweating. And it's that my body, my muscles were still on fire. And they were breaking down that fat. So that's the action. That's the action of it all. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that we had fun today. But in all seriousness, my prayer is that you got some good nuggets. Hopefully you took some notes, or you can go back and watch the live again. If you know someone or you feel that you got some good nuggets from this, don't be stingy. Share the video. Like, comment, let me know your thoughts, your ideas. I love when people who don't like me watch me. Sometimes you're the only people watching me. Hi. Hi. Hey, I be watching, I be seeing y'all. Y'all think I don't see who y'all be creeping on my lives, and I just be sitting here laughing like, But hey, if that's the only viewer I got, I'll take it. Because God knows I don't do this for that. I seriously got some, look, I'm a resource. Use me. I seriously have accomplished releasing 120 pounds. But it wasn't even about the weight, man. Listen, the weight was a plus. That was a bonus. I released so much toxic inner thoughts, inner feelings, spiritual growth, peace of mind, relationships, communications. I mean, just to name a little bit. But growth and development in the process of having the thanks in my life. And it has catapulted me, and I suffered for years with obesity. I suffered for years with depression. I suffered for years with feeling inadequate. Suffered for years with unworthiness. I don't know if you feel me, smell me, anything like that, or know or ever been there. But that is no flipping joke. To feel worthless, to feel like you don't matter, to be depressed. That was the reason why I was so morbidly obese. Now, once I got rid of that toxic thinking, I changed my habits, I got in action, I changed my nutrition, I gained a lot of knowledge, and I got so close with the Creator. My spirituality is on 100. The devil can't mess with me, my mind, my spirit, my heart. He can't do it. He can't have none of that. All that I got from the THANKS acronym. All that I got from the education, the developing. That is what 3 Days of Thanks is about. So I invite you. My time is up. Hit the link. Get signed up. It is free. It won't cost you nothing but commitment. And if that's what you're lacking, then that's what's going to be holding you back in everything you want to do in life. So 3 days, you can commit to transforming your life, to getting the breakthrough that you deserve. Not that you need, or not that you have to do, or no change that you got to make. No, it's a transformation that you deserve. It's a breakthrough so that your life can take a whole 360 and you can have more than an abundance that in your life, in communication and relationships and peace of mind, and your whole life can be altered. You have that possibility. This is what it takes to break that vicious cycle. This is what it takes for you to create your own possibility. You have your own dreams. You have your own goals. This is not mine. Or yeah, you can get what I got. You can get that and 15 other things. You can get whatever you want. Come with an area in your life that you want to go to work on. And let's go to work on it with 3 Days of Thanks. And losing weight is going to be a bonus. It's going to happen just out of coincidence, effortlessly, because of what you're going to implement and what you're going to get out of this training, this program, this personal growth and development. You're worthy. You really are. You have a whole new life of possibilities. You just got to go and create it. And then you have a coach that guides you through your blind spots so that you can win. And then we both win, because when you win, I win. When you get results, I get results. I celebrate with you. That's the most gratifying part about being a coach, is watching your players win. Because when you win, that means that I win. We win together. And that is why I do what I do. And that's why I love the work that I do. So reach out to me any way that you can. If you want to reach out to me on a personal message, I would love to have a conversation with you. That's fine. If you want to just go ahead and sign up for the program, get on the waiting list, get on the email list. It's free of charge. It ain't going to cost you nothing but time and commitment. But you're going to get the long-term gratification of having your own personal transformational breakthrough. Mwah! Love, love, love you guys. See you tomorrow at 3. And we'll be back to talk about the N in the THANKS acronym, which is going to be covering nutrition. You don't want to miss that. I got some great, great tips about how your food can not only make you look sexy, but if you make the food look sexy and you want to eat it. And we're going to talk about how calories is like money. And if you don't like to spend your money or overdraft in your bank, you're not going to do it with your calories. So that's going to be tomorrow about nutrition. I hope to see you guys tomorrow when we go into that. 3daysofThanks.com. Sign up. Get in the group. We have a private Facebook group. You can sign up through the link as well. I'm excited to share this with you all. Thank you so much for being part of this journey. Thank you so much for watching. Like, love, share. Mwah. You guys have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.